even when things are difficult, you still want to stay loose and keep your motions nice and easy and consistent with good technique. Levon's getting a drink of water. I'm stopping the video. Good morning, everybody. I'm Adam Bilsing, and this is the Oregon Drum Project, where we do daily deep dives into every aspect of playing the drums. Today is day 115, and our topic is staying loose with brush accents. So if you'd like to practice along with me today, I'm working on some exercises out of a DVD called The Brush Secret. I'll be doing the full circular motion exercises at 49 beats per minute with both the acceleration and pressure accents. So let's get down to it. Okay, here we are over at the practice pads. Actually, it's a real snare drum today because I'm working on brush work. And I was noticing today, as I mentioned at the top, that I need to work on staying loose as I go through these brush accents. Brushes are still very difficult for me, so there are lots of little things that I'm paying attention to, lots of weird quirks in my body and my hands. So I wanted to talk a little bit about staying loose because I noticed today that I was starting to tighten up, especially when doing the pressure accents, which we've talked about before. We have the two types of accents with brushes, the acceleration accents, where things go faster to make the accent, which is like this. And we have the pressure accents, which you get the accent by pressing down into the head like this. So I was noticing in both of them, but especially in the pressure accents, that I was starting to tighten up as I moved up through the subdivisions into faster and faster accents. So I wanted to talk about 3 different places to look at yourself if you feel yourself starting to tighten up. The first is going to seem kind of obvious. It's your hands. Check in on your hands and make sure that your grip is still nice and loose. Everything is flowing and moving easily. You don't want to be like holding on to the stick or the brushes real tight. That's not the move. That's not going to get what we want. So the second place to check in is sort of an extension of your hands. Arms, shoulders, and neck. Everything all the way up through, especially with brushes, because you're doing this circular motion that requires all the parts of your arm to whip correctly. So if you're tensed up there, that's also bad news in the long run. And the last place, and this is a little weird, I was being tense in my legs and my feet today when things weren't going well. So I found myself having to check in on the whole lower half of my body and make sure that nothing tenses up there. So if things get hard, make sure you're staying loose, especially in those areas. Your hands first, arms, shoulders, neck second, legs and feet third. Make sure everything is nice and loose and feeling good. So to show you what I've been working on, I'm gonna run through the old favorite, full circular motions, doing the wax on version, which is inward with both hands. Put right hand on top because that's, like I said, my favorite. And I'll show you these pressure accents today. I'm at 49 beats per minute in my ear. We'll see if I can stay loose through this whole thing. Here we go. All right, that about wraps it up for day 115 of the Oregon Drum Project. That's 115 days working towards my ultimate goal of ecstatic improvisation through technical mastery of the drum set. Basically just means I want to freak out real good behind the kit. Thanks as always to my producer, Mr. Silas himself over at Red 11 Media. Also shouts out today to Remo Drumheads and Ludwig Drums, because I got to play on my actual snare drum today, which was pretty nice. If you'd like to follow along and make sure you don't miss any episodes of the Oregon Drum Project, go ahead and like and subscribe below. You can also catch me over on Twitter at Dirty Bandana, over on Minds, also at Dirty Bandana, and now on Reddit at Dirty Bandana Drums, because I was a little late to the Reddit party. You can also catch every detail and everything about the Oregon Drum Project over at dirtybandana.com. All right, that's it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Today is day 115 and our topic is staying loose. Went pretty good today, I must say. If you'd like to follow along, that's not it. Staying loose with brush accents. That was tough to say.